Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another Cities Skylines experiment where in the last experiment guys we built a city on canals and we placed all the sewage water in there and pretty much filled up all the canal system with sewage water and poop and created ferries that went through like little floaters and it was so funny. Well, today I want to do a different type of experiment. I've had some thoughts, some ideas and pretty much, because we've been using quite a little bit of different transport systems lately, I kind of thought to myself, what if I built like a really big residential area with like loads and loads of populations and peoples living inside this little section, and then make the commercial and industry a separate section, but the only way to get to it is via public transport. Seems reasonable, seems fine, but the difference in this one is they have to go on every single transport system. So they have to get on the bus, to get to the train, to get to the ferry, to get to the tram, and so on and so on and so on until they eventually get to work. What would happen to the city if that was the case? I don't know. I want to know. And also, would we make any money in the transport systems because everybody is using them? These are all questions I want to find out today, which is going to be really, really fun. So I need to build like a big residential area, commercial and industry at the top, and then in between every transport system, like wiggly, so we can get them to use every single one to get to work. So your commute to work means you got to probably take like 12 different transport systems, or however many there is in the game. So it's going to be interesting. Let's just put it like that. So I think what we should do first then is build the residential area. I've got super demand mod on, so we can get them all in like super duper quick and stuff like that. So if I just get rid of that there, and we're just gonna do two easy ways for them just to get in and out, so we can keep like it's gonna be ridiculous the amount of traffic that we're gonna have straight away. So let's just drop the roundabout there. We'll use that now to go in many different ways. So we do 80 this way. What's that? I have no idea what that is. And should I go 80 this way as well? Yes. And then just like super duper far. It's not far off. Is that too big? No, that should be fine. That should be fine then for a residential area. It's gonna be very interesting to see how this plays out now. Of course, you don't want it too big, but we're gonna start with something in the middle, which kind of serves all the areas around, that filters out, and then there's like a wiggly line going through as we try and connect up every transport system. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be so good. Right, let's have this one just going across anyway. So we got to figure out what transport system we want to start with. It probably won't be buses, something that can take a bulk of people out straight away. That's probably what we're gonna want. So let's just get all this connected then. We'll build the basic foundation and structure of this little kind of mini city and whatnot, and then we'll look towards how it's going to progress. It's gonna be beautiful, guys. It's gonna bring tears to your eyes. Right, ignore how awkward this is. There we go. It's technically connected. We could probably get away with doing one on this side as well eventually, just get some roads in. I ain't too bothered how it looks. I just want a big population in that small little section, so everybody has to use public transport. It's going to be fun. Right, so we got some basic kind of structure up now. Just done my best to kind of sort things out. You can see we've got tram lines. It's kind of like a little bit weird and hard to tell now. But we've got a tram line square route going round, which covers all bases around this. And then it kind of filters up and then goes down to here, which it will probably stop around here to get onto the next type of transport system, which just goes up and then down and next one and so on and so on. I've got the little industry place up here. The only thing that I've allowed for it is a cargo harbour, just so the businesses like the commercial and industry actually don't physically die out, but we'll set that all up a little bit later when we eventually get to there. So what I want to do now then is just quickly kind of zone this whole area to be upper residential, higher density, so we can maximize the amount of people we get in. So if we do it now, it's going to build up, we get a ton of traffic come in, but then by the time the traffic has died down, we should have finished the whole transport system. Now it's going to need a lot of power, this place. It's going to need a lot of power. So I'm thinking we just drop down a Tesla Gigafactory somewhere. It does cause a little bit of pollution, so we'll kind of set the pollution kind of radius just over there anyway. And then we'll hook all this up then with some like, do you reckon the power grids will stretch, or should we just do these? I feel like these should be fine. There we go. So they've got power now. They're all good. They'll leave me alone. We're going to see a lot of traffic come in, but hopefully it's not too bad. But we'll see. We shall see what happens. Anyway, let's get on to this then. Let's actually make some moves. Let's make some, you know, big moves. So first things first then, we're going to start with trams. Because it's the easiest way. You can see the tram route there. The easiest way to get them in and out. It kind of ends here awkwardly. We'll kind of sort that out in a minute. So trams. Where's the trams? Right, tram depot. We'll just kind of set the tram depot up just on the outskirts of it. And we'll use the tram line over here. So when it comes down to here, what we'll do, we'll create the little square loop so it can turn back on itself. Like that, just for the sake of the trams not being annoyed with me. And then we'll create tram lines then. So one there. We'll do one on every kind of side like this. Well, that's going to actually have to go up, isn't it? So this will actually stop over here. Excuse me, can you stop there, please? Right, and then come back down. Stop there. And ultimately, it's created a full loop. Now, I don't know whether to do the one the opposite way around. We'll kind of see as time goes on. Right, no vehicles have chosen to enter the lion's den just yet. It's still all setting itself up anyway. So that's our tram route. That is our tram route right now. All this needs water too. I forgot about that. There we go. So that's the tram route then. The thing is, it's too far for them to walk all the way down here, so they will choose to get the trams. Hopefully. There's the tram little line there. So the next one then, let's just keep it nice and basic for the next one. We'll go with buses. So then we'll use a bus route. So this can come up, and then what this will do, we'll go all the way down to here. Right, and of course this is too far for anybody to walk this distance, which is why we're going to have buses. So that can stop there. So we've got the little round bit there for the buses to turn around and go back. And then we're going to need something very similar for this as well. So all it is a little turning spot here so the buses can turn round and head back up, because otherwise it will be very awkward for them. And then that's going to be the buses. Right, vehicles are now coming in, which is good. Obviously, no one's going to use a transport route yet anyway, because there's nowhere for them to go. But we need to get the bus depot down. We'll drop that there. So then, there is the tram line. They can walk to here to get the bus, which the bus then stops there and then comes back like that. As simple as that. This is going to be so cool. Right, I ain't too fussed about how it's all going down with power and water and stuff like that. And the great thing is, we can add more trams and more buses to the route when and when we need it. That's the great thing about this. So, yeah, they are going to need services very soon, but we'll just let them get the majority of all the traffic. Isn't okay, now it's all coming in. Now it's all coming in. This is quite cool. So, tram, then a bus. Nice, I like it. So we've done the buses, we've done the trams. Should we do the metro next? The metro would be a good one. The metro actually would be a very good one, because I could like do this. So it's there. The metro is gonna then can be here, and then technically all I've got to do is hold on. We'll just go for a normal size road. We just create like a square over here. Excuse me, square. Can you drop down, please? And then back to the transport. And then a metro there. So all they're doing is going from there to there. But like this. Oh, is that bad? Probably. Do I care? No! This is part of the fun! This is part of the fun. And then, yeah, we'll leave it like that. Right? I mean, I could do that to that, but then some of them would cheat and just skip that, and I don't want to just skip it like that. So there to there, and back again. Beautiful. Beautiful, mate. I like it, I like it, I like it. Right, okay, it's going to need power. We'll give them their own little wind turbine, because they're special. That's crazy. That's already going to be a crazy transport system route there. So they're complaining about policing. We'll drop down some big boy policing stations. There we go. The happier I keep them, the more likely they are to play along with my experiment. Let's just keep it as that. So many cars coming in. So many. Right. So we got trams, buses, metro. So is it now time for trains, I hear you say? Seniac? Yes, it is. It's time for trains. Now make sure we get the right train. That is the cargo train terminal. I could go for these multi-platform train stations. How many platforms? Wow, that's quite a few. Right, do I go all for that, or should I just keep it train? No, let's go for this multi-end. Wait, what's a multi-end? Ah, I see. Okay, that's kind of cool. Right, let's drop that down now. Right, so we just go to there. Because we can build up the demand for all these train lines. Right, let's just go. Where did it snap? Okay, it snaps there. Right, sweet, mate. Right, let's keep this going. The next one. How many is that? There's 6 altogether. I don't know if I use all 6. But the option is there if the train stations become too overflowing. But then again, the metro. The metro is the weak point out of all of this at the moment. So we'll see how that kind of plays out. Right, okay, so delete that road there. And then what we have then is another beautiful little... Well, we'll bring the road up to there anyway, like that. Beautiful little section there where we drop down. There we go. All that. Then we have this running up. So where does it snap? Okay, it snaps there. Now we've got to create the turning point. So we'll do it like this. No, we won't do it like that. We'll go up to 20. Right, it's not beautiful, guys. Ignore the mess. Ah, this is horrible. Right, stop this. Stop this monstrosity right now before I, you know, go crazy. Why am I struggling to do these little round things? I don't know. I never normally struggle like this. Right, this is the best you're gonna get. This is the best you're gonna get. Hold on, let me do this. This will be easier. Alright. Right, there. We need 6 of these together. So 4, 5, and 6. Right, delete this. This is disgusting. Let me sort this out. I want to get it nice. And then we're laughing all the way to the bank. Right, train tracks are done. You're not going to get any more beautiful than that. I did all these really nice, and then when I got to there, I thought, you know what, I can't bother no more. It's just getting done. So the train tracks are up and running. I need to do now the lines. So that one would go to that one and back. This one would go to this one and back. This is actually quite awkward now to do this. So that to there. It's not that awkward because you can tell by the tracks which one it has to go to. But trying to place it down is weird. Right, there we go. It's all in. Nice. Nice. We got trains for days. All them trains. Oh, look at all them trains moving right now. So good. Little slivery little snakes. Okay, right. So we've got the trains then. Next is ships. Now for ships, it's pretty much like ferries. And we can do ferries via canals, which is the great thing about that. So we need to build like a canal system. And going off what we did last episode, we weren't going to do canal systems. Right, let's just go for like a really wide one. I ain't too fussed about that. And all it's going to do is we'll start up here just so we got a little bit of room to play around with depots and whatnot. It's just going to get down to here. Bam. We'll connect it to the river. Just so it is connected. And then this can come all the way back down. Like that. Sweetness, mate. Now, I don't know whether we can actually place down the ferry stops. Is there big ones? Ferry stop bus exchange? Ferry pier? That's not big enough. I need a ferry stop, don't I? Yeah. So, oh yeah, we can place it down then before we go ahead and do anything else. We also need the one for the actual ferries to come out in. So, just connect the road up. No one's really going to be using these roads. There we go. Is water coming down, by the way? Yeah. Water will make its way down. Nice. And the places need water. Right, we're going to have to go round. Okay, and then that will be the ferries kind of set up. Can I do their routes now? So there to there and then back. Okay, when they're ready, when there's water, they will flow. So they need power too. Everyone's getting power right now, guys. Everybody's getting power. This is weird. Oh my goodness me. I placed their gauge fingers because they were getting it, like moaning and stuff like that. We need now big hospitals. Which is the big boy hospitals? These ones. Right. Make them happy. Make them happy. How many of them are ill? 4,000 apparently. Right, let's sort this out very, very quick. Just do one over here. We got death care to handle as well. There we go. And just throw one up here. Right, advanced crematoriums, or do we go for these? That's 800 capacity. We'll go for these. Right, I'll do one there. One there. We'll just dot these around the edges because it just makes sense for this moment. Handle the death care. Right, they should be good for now. Oh, they need fire. Hold on, fire 2, which is my big one. 35 capacity. Are you going to tell me what you are? 25. 25. Yeah, this is my big boy one. Right, you there. You there. You there. Fire hazards are high. And then one down here. Right, there we go. Leave that now then. Leave that. Okay. So, this is all looking good. It's all looking good. We got like little crime rates there. Maybe have to drop down the odd 1 or 2 police station and whatnot. But how are they moving? How are they moving? Nobody knows. We got more coming down now in stages. So that is then the ferries. The ferries are then done. Next is planes. Now this one's very interesting because it's going to be so funny doing a plane. We've also got blimps as well, remember that. Right, okay, so let's get this next one in then. So we need like a big runway route for a plane. I mean a big road, sorry. So if I do it like this, just kind of connect that to there. Right, airport. There we go. One airport there. And if I do a road like that. And then the second airport there. Could you imagine having to get on a plane to go from these 2 points? And just to be even more awkward, we'll drop down. Wind turbine between 2. So then pilots they best land. They best land just fine. What's even more interesting as well is going to be the fact that wait, why can't I do? No, that's the blimp line. Why can't I do plane thingy? Can you not do the journey between 2 planes? Imajigs. I always thought you could. Okay, so this one, okay, this one's going to be a little bit weird now. This one's going to be very weird. I don't feel like we should do this one now. Right, we're going to get rid of the planes just because we can't have a direct line between them. So what we'll do, replace them, well, replace them, there we go, with the blimps. So, a blimp depot. A blimp stop. And stop there. We do the blimp pathway. So from here to here to here. Right, you got power? Yeah. So, okay, we won't do planes then, just because we can't do a direct link route between them, which, that's fine. That is fine. Okay, the water's now in and flowing. So just got to wait to get down to this end a little bit more, but we're good. We are good. I'm thinking I changed the route for this. How many blimps can you have on that one route? Is anybody even using public transport right now? Apparently so. Oh yeah, they're using the trams because they're in the city. Are these blimps? No. Where's the blimps? Is it air travel? Yeah. So I could up it to 2 blimps. Okay, right, hold on. If just humor me if I did this and it gets rerouted that way. Okay, more blimps are now coming out. This makes sense. Just to get the people traveling. But the question is, how many blimps? How many blimps are we talking? We are talking 28 blimps. Yes, that's what we're going to need. That is what we are going to need, guys. Right, blimps are down. Next, we've got the monorail. The monorail is next. Okay. Right, so we'll get the monorail in. We'll get the cable carts in. We won't do tours, and we won't do the post service. So let's drop down monorail bus hub. No, we just want a monorail station there. And then we just do this one, this side. It's getting, you can see it's now starting to get a little bit more sloppy. And then we need the cable carts, which that'll be the final one all the way over to this side here, which will be quite cool. So let's get all this in. The transport routes are now done. I've placed down a few little buildings here and there, just kind of satisfy the station's needs because we need them up and running to their maximum. Oh, this cable car system doesn't have power. All right, let's drop a little wind turbine there. So then, once they've gone through it all and eventually get to the cable car, that ultimately goes all the way up, and that is the final destination to over here, which is so cool. So we need to then get some of this set up then. So we're going to have complete and utter industry in the middle, because this is where all the jobs are going to be. And obviously, just so these don't suffer, this is the reason I had this place down. It's just so these guys don't suffer when it comes to like getting goods there. So the jobs are available because I need this place like working. So the residents do travel to it. That's if they do. That's literally if they do. So we're going to drop down a few little bits and bobs then. We'll do like some incineration plants here to handle the garbage needs in this district. We've got to do some fire depots as well. Just going to dot those around. We spent so much money on services, but this is just purposely just to make sure that these guys have got something. Some policing. I'll drop down one either side. And for the sake of having death care and something medical, they've got it all. They've got it all. They can't complain right now. The jobs are there. You'll see vehicles now start appearing slowly. And hopefully we then start to see, I mean, the main thing you'll see right here is, well, we start to see it when they do start to travel. The first kind of transport or switch of transport systems is from here to here. Oh, there's one person there. Hello, hello. Well, they're getting the tram. I think they work at this building. So we'll see how things change over time. Apparently there's a lot of fire problems and issues in this city. Like you've got, like, if I go to the fire, no, that's health. Fire is very low, but apparently we've got many fire buildings right now. Many fire buildings. Right, goodbye, fire buildings. You're dead to me. It's kind of annoying how they haven't auto-bulldozed. But I think that's because they're in before I even got the fire stuff in anyway. Right, one there. Right, you're all good now. Can you leave me alone? Yes. Thank you. Thanking you. Right, are we starting to see anybody switch over yet? Where is it? Just here. No, nobody's decided to make the first move just yet. We have... Where am I seeing garbage issues? Garbage and policing issues just here. Right, just for the sake of these guys not complaining, I need to get this stuff in. And we'll throw some garbage in too. We do like a little... Oh, no, not you. Just a little recycling plant. Here and here as well, please. I know it's over the top, but I need these guys to be happy, like... Because if they're not happy, this place don't even function. Right, do they all have power? Yeah, everyone's got power. Everyone's going to be good. Everyone's going to be happy. Everyone, please leave me alone. We got a huge, a huge pile up of blimps right now. Right, are they using this? Right, a few people are coming out of there, but I assume they just work there. They just work there. There's taxis coming in. Some people are actually taking taxis. Are they skipping the whole thing and going to the metro? I don't feel like they would be, because how far it... Oh, there we go. There we go. Are these... No, where are these going? Let me pause. Where are you going? Oh, okay, these are all workers at the bus depot. Gotcha. Oh, we need some commercial. I forgot about the commercial. Hold on. Right, so there's vehicles coming in. Obviously, it's being used for that. Great stuff. So we need to get commercial in. So commercial is going to be placed around every edge right now of this. There we go. Just so there's shops there, just so this is the main destination of where they need to get to. And it's just the waiting game. It is now the waiting game. There we go! Okay, that's our first person. Getting on the bus. And off they skedaddle and get out of here. Where's the bus depot over here? It's there. Then they're gonna... Okay, it's happening, guys. It's finally happening. For a moment there, I was worried that they're not gonna do it, but it's happening. So we just wait for the wave of people. There's another person getting off. Yeah, boy. I think they're going to the depot. Yeah, they're crossing the road. But you did see that one person, right? You've seen that one person. They've got a long... They've got a long journey ahead of them. They have literally the longest journey ever ahead of them. Right, we'll let some time pass then just to get the city up and running and it all moving. And then we'll see how it's going. Oh, dear God. We're going to put all this down right now. I'll probably build this area up more as well. This is going to be... Okay, now I'm starting to see some changes happening right now. There's more and more people getting on and off. But what I've done is... I've kind of placed like a little landmark on each little section there just to slightly entice people to get used to the travel before they start making the big journey to work and stuff like that. But it's actually working because we're getting the odd few come off and go to here anyway, which is fine. But they'll come across here. Some will go across into the bus and stuff like that. All of them completely dodged it. They're going to show me up now because literally they were just doing it. How dare they not do it right now? You can see over here, like, you know, going down into the subway system. If they go into the subway system, they go into this section. So they are progressing along nicely. That person just came out of the subway system. They're on the way back. So things are moving. Things are happening right now. Now, is there anybody over here? Let me check the transports right now. 26 people. Oh, here we go. Okay, it's starting to build up. So, so some of them are using the subway, the metro there. So that's now starting to build up. There's someone walking just there, as I can see. Okay, they're going. I got a little house there. I got a little house to just kind of serve the residents. The demand and whatnot. Because we need workers in these buildings. And I'm thinking I should zone all this to be residential. I've got them all going up as well. The reason I want to zone it all residential is because... Hold on. Is because I need the... well, one, I need a big population boost. And two, let me just do it like this. Like that. Oh, dear God. That's too much. I need the residential boost, but also I need people to start traveling more often. These are going to need water so bad. These water grids are so bad. Please ignore them, guys. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Right, there we go. Let's keep this going. Damn, boy. Who even are you right now, these grids of waters? Right, there. Right, let's run this all through. And that should be good. Right. So the reason it needs kind of little residential, like, they're kind of like little mini towns because they need to serve the buildings there. They need workers. Something else I discovered as well, a lot of people weren't traveling because the amount of buildings I placed down around the edges, like schools and hospitals and police and, you know, all these kind of garbage stuff, they were choosing to work there. So if I zoomed in on like a crowd of people, this person is a student at university, worker at Big Bite Restaurant, which is all the way over here. So he you know, he was going home. So they are traveling. They're starting to do it. It's just going to take some time. Look at how many demolished buildings there is over here. There's like not enough customers and stuff like that. Damn, boy. Damn. They'll get there soon, guys. It takes so long for one of them to travel all the way over there. Look at that right now. Got all these people getting off the tram. Where are they going? Oh, what's going on with my camera angle? There we go. Oh, they're going this way. They're going that way. They're going all the places. They're going all the ways, guys. They're going all the ways. Right. How are we doing now, then? So, we're still here and there and whatnot. It's all over the place with the travel. Oh, is this being used? Well, yeah, this would be used. So, people are starting to work. It's starting to happen. The city is slowly coming alive. This is the most stupidest thing I've ever done in the whole entire world. It works, but it doesn't work, if that makes sense. For some people, it is too far and too many transport switches. But for some, it's just enough. It just depends on the job they have, their education levels, their income levels. I have been trying to educate them. None of them are highly educated just yet. Just over 40% of them are uneducated. So it's happening slowly. It's just one of those things you just have to grind this out for as long as possible. But it's slowly happening. A lot of them, like the ones that can afford it, completely skip the whole tram and bus route because they can drive all the way to the metro. That's something I never even thought of. But those are the ones who can highly afford to travel that far. What are we doing now then? So I'm surprised we're not seeing anybody getting used for the trams because we clearly seen people getting on and off the trams. As you can see right there. So this is lying to me. This is lying to me, guys. We should check the budget. Budget for transport. So yeah, you can see the income coming in for the tram. Not for the tram, sorry. The cable carts. So you can see we have an income for cable carts. People are using them. People are using the boats. You know what? We're getting money. It's not a lot of money, but we're getting money for everything that we have apart from planes. And that's obviously all down to the fact that people are using them. So this little thing here is unreliable. But then again, we have free customers for the blimp. It's... I just don't know what to do anymore. This is the stupidest thing in the whole entire world you could do. We got a traffic jam of blimps right now going down. Is there people waiting? Yeah, there's somebody waiting to get onto a blimp. Yeah, people waiting to get onto the blimp. Oh my good God. Anybody waiting for this? Yep, someone's coming up now to get onto the ferry. Nice. Nice. This is just dumb. This is dumb beyond belief. Now, the thing is, if you see people walking around here, the only way people can walk, like, you know, what's the word for them? Pedestrians, there we go, is because they got here by transport system. There's no other way people can walk in this area unless they got through a transport system. All the vehicles come off the cargo ship and through the buildings. So if you're seeing people walk, which we are right now, they got here via, you know, transport. Now, where do they live? So they live over here by the cable car system. So they're able to get to work fairly easy for those guys. But the thing is, with people now working in here, it makes businesses open and be functional. Thus, bringing these guys over. Because the problem they had once they set off to work, they got a job. They set off to work. They probably get to about here, and then they find out that their work is closed down, so they gotta go away back home. So at least with closer workers, it brings the businesses stay open a little bit longer. They stay open enough time for them to actually physically get to work. Traffic jams are horrendous in this area. Horrendous. It's so funny. Do I connect it up to the main lines and stuff like that? I feel like we should do something like that just to see what would happen. So if I went for like a train station, like a generic train station, and just ran this up, and all it's going to do is allow intercity trains, so like tourists and stuff could come. And then that would ultimately up our transport system usage. But I don't know by how much though. I don't know by how much. Everyone's dying over here. We'll ignore those. Look at this. Oh, look at it. Look at the cable car. It's 28 people. The blimps, 26. The boats, 1. It's now all being used. It's literally now all being used. I feel like we need to place an airport down now at some point. So if I was to do an airport, where would I place it? Not there, obviously. Where would I place an airport? Maybe here? Yeah, why not? We'll place an airport there. Reason being is it's in the radius of the that if people can afford to go on a plane, they completely skip the bus and the tram and all that just for the sake of because they can afford to drive that way. So we'll place the plane there, come on and off. All I gotta do is walk over here, grab the tram. I mean the bus, sorry, or the metro system and go on their way. So we'll see how the plane changes things, and we'll see how this little train thing over here changes things. We're just now literally going to wait for a train to arrive. Yeah, we're on the way up to 100,000 population. 100,000 population, and I bet you nobody has a goddamn job. Literally nobody has a goddamn job, I bet you. Population right now, workers. We got 19,000 workers. So they best be going to work. Right, okay. Do I make public transport free? That's another good one. Policies, city planning. We'll boost connections. Services. Free public transport, just to see what would happen then. Right. We'll let this one play out. Let's just remind ourselves where we are. So 500 people a week using public transport. It's now free. So let's see what happens with this. So the amount of deaths that we're now seeing is a little bit ridiculous. And I think that's because no one can afford to get to work and make money, so they can't buy food. And also, the journey to work takes many, many weeks, so they probably die halfway through. Which is funny. I did some other stuff as well. I put like cargo airports and cargo kind of hubs and terminals and stuff like that, just to get more product into the industry area to keep it alive. Which it's functioning pretty well. I mean, the commercial side probably not, but the industrial side is doing very well, very well. Residential now dying out. We're losing 1,800 a week. Yeah, I know. Everyone is dying. We have these deceased stored. We have many bodies stored, but I just don't feel like we can keep up with the demand. Crematorium. Oh my good God, there is just so many. I'm gonna have to drop a few more down, aren't I? Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Damn, boy. Why are they all dying on me like this? It's kind of crazy, isn't it? I suppose the population's pretty old as well. No, we had like 25,000 seniors. So I think it's all the seniors just dying. Oh dear God. We got electric powers problems. Of course we do. We always do. When do we not have these problems? Just drop in more turbines and whatnot. That keeps those guys good. In terms of actual physical people using... Oh, was there a fire here? There must have been a fire here. In terms of actual people using the transport system, I feel like it's going pretty well. We're now just under 800 people a week using it. 88 tourists as well. The tourists seem to be using the trains a lot. But again, that's how they get into the city, of course. But after that, it is the trams, then the buses, then the metro. So they're getting up to this point. And then once they get to here, it's 10 per week for the trains. It's 11 per week for the boats. Planes, which is classed as blimps as well, is 64. Which is good. No, is it classed as blimps or is that blimps? This is the monorail, sorry. And then 4 per week with monorail. And then we're getting quite a few using cable card. So what I'm seeing is it's like it filters in. The majority use this one and this side, and then it gets smaller as you get to the middle. Obviously, because it takes longer for them to get into the middle. But technically, they're using the same amount, but it's just how it kind of reports it back to you with how long it takes to get filtered in. But it actually works. They get into and from. It's not perfect. It's not a system you would ever want to use, but it actually physically works. And everybody in my city is dying. Okay, we're now starting to use it a lot less, but it's going back up again. It's going back up again, guys. Oh my good God. In terms of income from the transport systems, it's dire. Everybody is just dead. Everybody is just dead. It's just not going well. This is not the thing you want to do in any city. Don't do it. Avoid it at all costs. And on that note, guys, I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, smash that like button down below. Until next time. Well, hopefully we can keep a city alive. I'll see you all soon. So, good. Bye.